Now we are starting with some of the flowers. We are going for all the flowers. Certain flowers which is prominently known. For flowers, we say pookal or malargal. It's called pookal. Pookal means flowers. The first one is a lotus. It is our national flower. Our national flower is a lotus. A lotus has got a habit. The always head of the lotus never sinks in the water. Let it be in any water, the head never sinks inside the water. It's always above the water. So that is why it is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's Vivekananda Guru. He has told that our life we should remain like a lotus. Means it is in the water, but it does not get submerged in the water. You should be in the family, but you should not be too much engrossed in the family. That is an example. And not only that, it's having 7 petals. Normally, in Hindu mythology, we find that all the god and goddess, they are shown in the picture as sitting in the lotus. There are different types of lotus: white lotus, pink lotus, like different types of lotus. So we consider this as a very sacred flower, and it's chosen as a national flower of India. So lotus. It's called Tamarai. Tamarai. Tamarai in Tamil. And even this, the stalks of the, it is used for making some eatables. There. And rose. For rose we say Rojapu. It's called Rojapu. Rojaipu. This Rojapu is also having different colors. It's mostly found in the hilly areas of Rajasthan, Delhi, and even Punjab. Punjab is called as a garden of the India. It is having a different types of fruits, and even in Ooty, Uttarakhand in the south, you find a lot of exhibitions of the flowers are kept. So they are famous for this different. Even the Bangalore is famous for all the types of flowers. Anywhere in India, and Madurai, and also Madurai, these 2 places are famous for all the flowers, and is transported by air to all the other places. And now repeating once again, flowers means pookal. Pookal. For lotus we say tamarai, and for rose we say Rojapu. Rojapu we add again. Now the third one, we are coming to sunflower. It looks like a sun now. When you see the sun, in the same way the Surya Gandhi, it's called Surya Gandhi Poo. Surya means sun. Surya Gandhi Poo. The fourth one is jasmine, which is called Mallipu. Ma-il-li-ipu, Mallipu, jasmine. And then comes champa flower. See, normally people think that the king of the flower is rose. No, as per Sanskrit, it is only champa. There is saying in Sanskrit, Pushpeshu champa, Nagarishu Lanka, Nadishu Ganga, Yuvareshu Ramaha, Kavi Kalidasadis. So that means in Sanskrit what they say, champa flower is the king of all the flowers. It's having a very good fragrance always. Even rose does not have that. It's a very good fragrance. It's a yellow color flower. It's called champa. You find that in Punjabis, sometimes they keep the lady's name as champa. Now we are coming to the marigold. Marigold is called Javantipu. It's called Javantipu. Javandippu. In Maharashtra, you find certain girls are kept a name as Javanti. So this is another marigold. And normally for any functions, the marigold is used as Thoran. The festoons as festoons. So we are repeating once again, For sunflower, it's called Surya Gandhi Poo. And for jasmine, it's called Malli Poo. It's also having good fragrance. More than this, Champa flower is having a very good fragrance. Champaka Poo, it's called Champaka Poo. So marigold is called Javanti Poo. Now, other one is some people may not have seen this. It's called screw pine. It looks like a screw winded up. This is a special type of flower which is having 3 petals, and below this you always find the snakes are surrounded because it's having so much fragrance. Normally, South Indian marriages, the girls' hair it is decorated with this, just like a ribbon, no? It is used with a ribbon. For a marriage of South Indian marriages, they use this. It's called Tadambu in Tamil. Tadambu. But you should be when we plucking this, we should be very careful because always it is surrounded by a snake. For any good thing, even for rose, there is a thorn. Like that, it is having a good fragrance, you always find a snake surrounded by that. It's called Tadambu. Normally in South India, we use this flower for decorating the hair of the ladies. Hibiscus. It's got another name called shoe flower. It's called shoe flower. It's called Chambarati Poo. Chambarati Poo normally is a favorite for Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganapati. This is Lord Ganesh like this flower. It's called Chambarati Poo. And water lily. There are many types of lily, but this is a peculiar flower which is on the stalk is little green and white. Both the color is there. On the top is opened like just a mouth. So it's called Allipu. It's called water lily. A-il-li-ipu. I'm repeating once again. For screw pine, it's called Tadambu. For hibiscus, it's got other name as shoe flower. For Chambarati Poo and water lily, it's called Allipu. Now the flowers are over. Now we are taking vegetables, different types of vegetables which commonly known. For vegetables we say curry kai or curry kai. Anything kai means unripe one and padam means ripe one. See, suppose if it is a mango which is unripe we say mangkai, and if it is ripe one we say padam. Like that, vaadaikai, vaadaipadam, like that we say. So this curry kai means vegetables. First one is ginger. It is a very good for the digestion and for acidity, for the headache. All this is a medicinal vegetable. It's called inji. Always people should take this lemon and ginger mixed once in a fortnight, which is very good for the blood circulation. So it's called ginger is called inji. And onion. Onion, there are 2 types of onion. It's a bigger one and a smaller one. The smaller one normally it's called Madras Vengayam. It's called Vengayam in Tamil. Vengayam. This is called special taste for a small one. And other one is a garlic. It is also a medicinal medicine. It's called Pund. One other company called 7 Seas makes this medicine. It's a capsule which is garlic. It's also good. So it's called Pund. Now repeating once again, for vegetable we say karigai, and for ginger we say inji, and for onion we say vengayam. Then for garlic we say pund. The fourth one is spinach. Spinach means there are a lot of varieties of leaf, lettuce and all. This is a keera, what we call. This is very good, is having iron. Anybody deficiency, having anemia, deficiency of the hemoglobin in the blood, you should eat this spinach every day. So this is a keera, what we call spinach. And this is a very poor man, they say poor man's food normally. But it is only having a very good strength for our blood. Precious blood. Then mango. I told you mango is unripe one is called mangai. It's a kacha one, mangai, which we make a pickles. Then comes a drumstick. Drumstick is a muringai. Muringai kai, we say. M-U-R-I-N-G-A, muringai. Mu-ri-ing-gai, muringai is a drumstick. In English we call it a drumstick. It looks like a drum stick beating the drum. Then comes charatis. It's called pavakai or pagarkai. Pagarkai. This is a bitter gourd. Another name is called bitter gourd. This is also very good for the diabetic patients. It is having a insulin. It produces insulin which absorbs the sugar contents of the blood. So charatis is also called as the bitter gourd and it's called pagarkai. Pagarkai, pagarkai. I am repeating once again. The spinach we say keerai, and for unripe mango we say mangai. Then for drumstick we say muringai, and for charatis we say pagarkai. Then eighth one is a lady's finger. Actually in the foreign countries they don't call it as a lady's finger, it's called okra. In Japan and America they say okra. So we say vendaikai. V-N-D-A-I-K-A-A. Vendaikai. Vendaikai. Lady's finger. It's also normally in the foreign countries called okra. And brinjal. It is having a different violet color. This is kattarikai. Normally, the kattarikai is not good for the health because it absorbs our bone. It eats away our bone. You will find that the people, when they are died, there is a ceremony on the next day. It's called Sanjayanam. In Sanjayanam, the Hindu priest tie this on the thread, a black thread, with this kattarikai, which is brinjal. And the ashes which is after the burning, the ash which is collected in the urn pot, that is the bones have been removed of the dead person. So to pick up that, they tie this brinjal tied to the black thread, because while picking up that bone, you should infect our this thing. So only that is why this brinjal is used. It has got an affinity to attract the magnetic action towards the bone. So that's why brinjal is not good for consuming. And so even Ayurvedic doctors say that brinjal should be avoided. It should not be consumed more. Then calm. Calm means in Chennai. Chenaka. Called Chennai. I'm repeating once again, for lady's finger, it's also called okra in foreign. It's called vendaikai. Then for brinjal, it's kattarikai. It looks like the top portion of the brinjal looks like a scissor cut. That's why it's called kattarikai. Kattari means in Tamil it's called scissor. So kattarikai. Then calm is called Chennai. It's also called elephant foot. There are two types of calm. One is like elephant foot, other one is a round one. So we say calm.